What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Sanchez405 coming at you on the Warpath, reviewing the defeat. Y'all saw what happened, and I'm going to tell you right now. Before I get into the good, before I get into the bad, I'm going to get to the bad right now, though. This team should be flat out embarrassed about how they played out in Philadelphia. The Burgundy and Gold, 17-point lead. Good teams, great teams, don't give up leads like that. When you're on the road in the division, you've been the laughingstock for the last 5 out of 6 games in the division, only winning one of those games. Hell, I think the last game they won in the division was against the Giants. Yeah, it was against the Giants in October. They haven't won any since then. That's an unmitigated disgrace, y'all. The coaching staff can't make adjustments. Defense can't stop nobody. The offense couldn't move the ball in the second half. You got to make adjustments. You got to. But, what are you going to say? I said I wasn't going to get into bad. Well, I got into bad. Let's get into the bad right now, y'all. Defense. Third downs. The third downs, y'all. 65% they gave up to the Eagles. Converted 11 out of 17. Let me give you this right here. 3 touchdowns on third down given up by the Burgundy and Gold's defense. 51-yard touchdown pass to Deshaun Jackson. Just gunned it out. Third down. 5-yard pass. Alshon Jeffrey had John Bostic, the linebacker, on him, who looked confused and out of place a lot of times. What was 53 yards on third and long to Deshaun Jackson. 53 yards to the house. To the house. When they say to the hoose. That's when they took the lead, y'all. But third down. Third down is the money down. Yes, Jonathan Allen, he sprained his knee. He said on Twitter he should be fine. That left a big hole, especially on the pressure. You had to put Settle out there. You had to put the Itis and Deron Payne. You had to shift those guys around a little bit. Montez Sweat, I didn't really see much out of him. Ryan Kerrigan was getting there. I felt like Ryan Kerrigan was getting held a lot of the times. There was actually one play where I saw Nelson Aguilar got him in the back, but they didn't call a hold on it. I don't know why Ryan Kerrigan doesn't draw holding calls, but whatever. Josh Norman, Quentin Dunbar, y'all looked awful. Monte Nicholson had a couple of good hits, but he was shaded off on that one time with Deshaun Jackson. They didn't make other people catch the ball outside. Deshaun Jackson had 8 catches, 150-some yards. 100 and some of those yards were on those 2 bombs that he had. And, it looked like, and they're showing highlights of the Monday night. It doesn't even help. It doesn't even make it even better that Fox forgot to put us on the Instagram post, disrespecting us like that. And then we found out this morning when Grandma and them was getting up for church that Adrian Peterson might be inactive. It just kind of snowballed there. I talked about the defense. Defense looked rough. Whatever. Got to get better. There's no excuses there. Greg Minuski, he needs to be held accountable. He got to get these guys in the right spots. And these guys got to get in the right spot. They got to have the presence of mind to do that. But then you look at it on the offense side of the ball. The offense looked great, just like the defense did in the first half. Case Keenum didn't turn the ball over. Got sacked once. I think that was towards the end of the game. Terry McLaurin, y'all. I think we got a diamond in the rough. That 3rd round pick. Boy, what you talking about? And then, oh my gosh, Kelvin Hartman. He had a couple of good catches. Trey Quinn looked good as well. I wish we had more off the kickoff return and the punt returns from Trey Quinn and Steven Sims. But just one game. I thought the offensive line did a great job. Donald Penn, Eric Flowers, the whole left side. I think they did as well as we would expect it. A lot of us were doom and gloom. We don't know if Trent Williams is going to be back for Dallas. Oh well, you got to go next man up. Morgan Moses still got his holding problems, his False starting problems. Paul Richardson came back. He looked good as number one receiver as well too. Wish he could have made a couple of catches. Case Keenum did miss Terry McLaurin on one pass where he could have had smoked the Eagles defense again, but that's what it's all about. The one thing the Redskins converted, got first down, 15 first downs. None of them were on the ground. That's where the problem is. You got to run the ball, especially in the second half. This is where you're supposed to take over, flex your muscle, and keep that lead, maintain that lead. Should have been running the ball a lot more, but no, got complacent. A lot of 3 and outs. I think towards the end of the game, it was maybe 5 or 6 3 and outs. I've repeated that multiple times. I apologize. But you can't win if you're not converting on third downs and you're going 3 and out. That's the money down, like we always said. Darius Geis, 10 yards, 18 carries, 1.8. The damning thing for this was I thought Darius Geis would come out. This was the team, the Eagles were the team that reported that he got an argument with them, and that's where his draft stock fell a little bit. I thought he'd be more motivated to play the Eagles, although he is recovering from the ACL. So that's what kind of makes the Adrian Peterson quorum a little more hard to chew than in previous situations. Chris Thompson, 3 carries for 10 yards. Yeah, I mean, these rushing numbers, they're not great. But on the other hand, like I said, you saw Vernon Davis, the old man. I know he's playing with a heavy heart. His grandfather had passed away yesterday, and he went out and played. He had that great catch. He was hurdling people. The tight end position, I think, is in good shape with or without Jordan Reed. You love to have him out there, but with them concussions and everything, just really don't know what you're going to win or when you're going to get him. But this team, I mean, overall, you got to win these games. This is a game, if you're going to the playoffs or something like that, you look back and you're like, man, if we had won this game, we might have a bye, or we might have won the division, or we might have made the playoffs. This is a game. I'm not saying the Redskins are a playoff team, but you never know what can happen with injuries on other teams, and especially this rough part of the schedule, the way this team played, where it's like 2-3 is a victory for the Redskins if they can come out and beat some of these teams where you got Philly, Dallas, Chicago at the Giants, and then you got New England, and then the schedule kind of tips off towards the end where then you get ready to go. I think like Miami, who got 59 points dropped on them by Baltimore. So you got to be in that mindset. I'm not. And then I'm going to tell us as fans, y'all, calm the hell down. I tell you this all the time. Jay Gruden ain't going nowhere right now. Greg Minuski, does he need to go somewhere? Yeah. Does Jay need to go somewhere? Absolutely. But ain't nothing going to happen. You got to give it, I'm telling y'all, give this team 4 weeks. 4 to 5 weeks. Give them a month. And then if ain't nothing changed, we 0-5, 1-4, I'm going to be with you. I'm going to want blood, and that's what I'm doing. But I always say that we got to give them a quarter. Got to give them a quarter of the season. Got to do it every year. If not, they fall through, they falter, then, hey, it's time. I mean, it's been 6 years with Jay Gruden. Ain't nothing to change. He's kept the team at mediocre above. You got too much talent. You've drafted too much talent to be losing games like this, to be 7-9, 8-7-1. It's just you have too much talent. You will squander if you keep on doing games like that. If you keep on doing it, it's a shame. This team, they should be embarrassed. We should be embarrassed as fans. Because we got these dirty, filthy Philadelphia fans out here flapping their freaking wings because they knew, because they felt it. They were booing. Oh, God, I loved it. Oh, gosh. I felt the chills when they were booing their team. But then they came back out, and it was a different crowd, a different team. the scripts had flopped or flipped. You cannot be a winning team. You can't be a winning team and do this stuff. It's awful. And this one, like I said, it will hurt. But you got to get over it. Come back Tuesday. Get ready for Dallas. Because you're going to have to put your seatbelt on. Like I said, this is the best team in the NFCs. And they flex their muscle against a Giants team who's still recovering. They got Saquon and Eli look like Eli. But you have to get ready for Dallas. That's all it is to it. And it's going to be like a road game because more Dallas fans probably be there than Redskins fans. So I'm looking forward to that one. It's on Dallas. Done with Philly. Ain't no more. I ain't even talking about it no more. Neither should you. Go to bed, rest up, go to work, go to school, whatever you got to do tomorrow, and just brush it off. Because that's it. You got to move on. You got to have that. You got to have a 24-hour. You can mope over it. Hell, I wouldn't even say 24 hours. I'd say 12 hours. Get over it. Get under something new. We're on to the next opponent. Ain't got time for that. But tell me what y'all think. I'll reply to you in the comments. Share, like, subscribe. As always, we love you guys here. We appreciate all the help you give us, all the love, all the support. And shout out to all you guys out there making those videos, those YouTube subscribers and YouTube creators and videographers. Y'all doing y'all's things, talking about all our teams, and whether it's Redskins, Eagles, Cowboys, Giants. Keep on doing your thing, y'all, and let's link up. But we say love, peace, and hail, and I'll be talking to y'all real soon. I'm out. Hail to the Redskins.